Forecasting adoption for emerging technologies is notoriously difficult and often controversial because traditional methods rely on historical data that simply doesn't exist. Today, I'll show you how PredictAdoption tackles this challenge head-on using macro forces to generate reliable forecasts. In the product industry, teams are constantly trying to predict how quickly new technologies will be adopted. The problem is that tools like the BAS model require past sales data, which isn't available for innovations. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. Manual projections in spreadsheets are time-consuming and inconsistent. They also fail to systematically incorporate accelerating macro forces like regulatory changes, infrastructure investments, and ecosystem maturity. This leads to forecasts that are often wrong, causing misallocation of resources and missed opportunities. So, how does PredictAdoption work? It uses a scientific approach based on macro forces. Instead of relying on historical adoption curves, we model how factors like government policies, economic trends, and technological advancements influence adoption. Key concepts include understanding the S-curve of adoption, the impact of enabling infrastructure, and the role of network effects. This differs from common misconceptions that adoption is purely driven by product features or marketing. By quantifying macro forces, we can project adoption even for brand new technologies. PredictAdoption is a software platform that ingests data from various sources, including market reports, regulatory databases, and economic indicators. It sets baselines based on analogous technologies and then calculates adoption curves using our proprietary algorithms. The system includes a full audit trail so you can see every assumption and calculation. It also allows for scenario modeling where you can adjust variables like policy timelines or investment levels to see how adoption changes. This helps product teams plan for different futures and make robust decisions. Let me walk you through a hypothetical example. Imagine we're forecasting adoption for autonomous delivery drones. We might consider variables like regulatory approval timelines, cost of drone technology, and public acceptance. By inputting these into PredictAdoption, we can generate an adoption curve that shows how penetration might increase over the next decade. For instance, if regulations ease faster than expected, adoption could accelerate significantly. This gives product teams a measurable outcome to guide their strategy. PredictAdoption generates detailed reports that are easy for stakeholders to understand. These reports highlight key assumptions, data sources, and projections. They are designed to align with regulatory standards, ensuring that your forecasts are credible and defensible. Whether you're presenting to executives or regulators, the software provides clear, transparent documentation. In summary, PredictAdoption helps product teams forecast adoption accurately by leveraging macro forces. It saves time, reduces uncertainty, and supports strategic planning.